when you 400 IM long swim, when you want to have a hard workout, you put some 400 IMs together. Is that what you do?
Well, Joe, there's so many places. You know, when you want to have fun in your practice, you can put in challenging sets, 400 IMs, especially long course being part of that. Great long underwater start, nice butterfly start out in lane number 4, Megan Lee. But this event, Joe, I really believe is, you called it the decathlon or the pentathlon. If someone can swim this 400 individual medley and get to this level, even qualifying for the meet, they are a very good all-around swimmer.
Yeah, I mean, you have to touch on your strokes all the time, especially to qualify for this meet, and then also to be in the top 5 finals. You've got to be thinking breaststroke, back, fly at practice every day, even if your coach says, hey, we're going to do free all day. But you know what? Some of my kids, and I'm sure yours do the same, if they want to flip over and go backstroke or maybe go some fly or whatever, I mean, they do it. And I encourage that. If you get sick of freestyle after 3,000 yards or meters, you know, hey, if you want to go backstroke and make the interval, go do it.
Absolutely. And you know what? When they're willing to jump in and say, hey, coach, can I do butterfly? Absolutely.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, there's kids, we talked about it yesterday, there's kids that have no problem swimming thousands of yards or meters fly just because they don't break down like probably you and me, Sid. So
no,
maybe you were a flyer. I mean a flyer that would keep it on for a long time. But
I could fake the fly, Joe, if I had to, but I was a freestyler primarily and first and last. I think these young ladies here in this heat look like their backstrokes separating out a little bit. You saw.
And a lot of coaches, you know, they tell their athlete to make sure the second 50 is faster than the first, so kind of think of it as 850s.
I remember learning that from Dick Schulberg, who coached a lot of great 400 IMers, that he always liked to see a little more effort on the second 50 of each. That's Allison Picarillo barely ahead of Megan Lee, lanes 3 and 4, the halfway point.
You know, as your body changes movements, let's just talk movements for a little bit. So when you're going fly to back and you're changing that movement, you think that you're moving your arms fast, but you're not because you were going forward. So you really got to think about arm speed on the backstroke. And then when you go from back to breast, it's the same thing. You're turning back over on your belly, and it's a lot of different movements that feel weird that first 50, but then they settle in.
Well, look at lane 6. Lane 6, Joe. That from the Academy Bullets. Got a little.
I'm going a little in and out here.
Yeah, I know. I got it. That's Sydney Van Overmyron is certainly a breaststroker in the white cap. You see, there's a good shot of Sydney. She is pulling away from this heat.
Yeah, she went 35. She went 35, 36. She went a 111.
Wow.
Actually, she went 110 on that 100 breast.
That is a very nice split. And she seems to be strong enough in the freestyle with that big a lead. I'd be shocked if she gets caught. And the breaststrokers always make good IMers, Joe, because it is the slowest stroke.
Well, and you see over the years of swimming, and you see a lot of the breaststrokers, they may be, especially in meters, you see them back 15 meters, you know, and they can catch them.
Well, what I tell my breaststrokers, I said, you've got such a big advantage because it really is a bigger piece of the pie. If you were going to cut your pie into 4 pieces based on strictly what your times are, the breaststroke's the biggest piece of the pie.
Yeah.
So if you're good at something longer than the rest of the field, as you're seeing there, back under 34, 16.71.
That is a good time for her.
Sydney from the Bullets.
8-second drop is not too shabby here.
No.
That would have put her in the final. I know she doesn't want to hear that. She doesn't want to hear that one.
Okay, let me just get my breath.